I'm on it, I'm on it,
Yeah.
I'm on the strip.
Boy beats.
I'm
Yup.
on it,
Man, I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped.
On the strip.
Get that, Carla Jones. Carla, Tam, did you get that email?
Wow. He don't remember the first toast we
It's
did.
Roy's birthday week, y'all. I should have had a cake, but it's gonna be a cake here next week.
I got somebody to make cakes.
Who? Hit her up. I don't know what I want, but
Ooh, my
I really
daughter
want me a
don't
nice fresh cake. Like I remember the one Jamie got keys, and they had like strawberries in that motherfucker, but it was a fluffy cake and it had pillowy fucking icing on the outside. It was good, and it was
I
light,
like that decoration icing.
fondant shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I don't
shit
fuck with
there.
that.
I remember
You
the first.
gotta peel
what I
that.
was about to say.
You gotta peel that
That's like
to
Play-Doh.
get to the cake.
That's crazy.
I remember the first time I seen this, and I was like, "Oh, I'm saving this for last." You know what I'm saying? And I took a whole big chunk of that right there. Oh my God, that's Play-Doh.
That shit like eating a thing of like this. You bite it into that, but it's sweet. A piece of leather in your top of your mouth like you done ate a fucking sugar daddy.
So
It's the sugar daddy, you ate a sugar daddy, the whole thing at the top of your mouth. Like,
This is better going to Reese's.
right. Shit. Speaking of Reese's, I need a cake. So just keep y'all in mind all week. I need a cake. I paused for a second. My bad.
What?
I paused because we got topics to talk about.
That's what it is.
Morant and
Ja.
Jalen Rose.
Probably was reading it.
I don't know.
You see the video I sent you?
Yeah. Retardation, bro.
Retarded. Keenan. What's his name? Keenan Cat. What's the little
Keenan
name?
and Kel,
Is that their name?
they used to be on.
Nah. The comedians that be doing the movies now.
Yeah, Keenan and Kel.
Nah.
Kel on Saturday Night Live.
Nah.
Or you talking about on
Oh, you talking about Key and Peele?
Key and Peele.
Key and Peele. Yeah.
They did some shit. I'm gonna show it to you after this.
I just think though, it's just funny. I don't care how you look at it. Jalen Rose being the veteran, he's gonna give up the jewels to a young nigga. And he done been in some shit too, right? But the thing about the generation, the new generation, because like I said, I keep thinking of eras. It's like generations, but it's like eras in the generation to me. It's like motherfuckers are force feeding you their bullshit. Under no circumstances, when you are the fucking, not only breadwinner first and foremost, but when you are the reason, you got so much riding on you. There's no reason why you should be in situations. And when Jalen Roseman was coming up, they had publicists and niggas like that.
Yeah.
That was with them. Like, nigga, you can't do that, or no, don't do that.
His
And
dad is by his side too, so I'm
You
not
feel me?
understanding that.
But social media is the number one thing where I see
I
niggas.
think genuine apologies took over, you know what I'm saying, the publicists. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when somebody's like, you didn't even write that. You ain't
But
sorry
your
for shit.
publicist,
But it's even now, even with him apologizing now, it's the same shit.
your publicist is going to be like, Paul, okay, you did some stupid shit. We need to clean this up.
Exactly.
And this what we gonna do. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I don't care if you out.
And that's why he did that right there.
Yeah.
You gotta say something.
But that shit don't be the same. That shit don't be the same.
Because we've seen it so many times that we just
Yeah.
used to it.
You
We've seen it so many times that
Just
it's like,
where it's like, nah, nigga.
It's like
you know what I'm
time to
saying?
find-
Yeah, bro, you just doing this for the cameras.
yeah. And then,
And that's what I'm thinking. I think because of social media, I think actors, rappers, athletes, and all that, when they fuck up, they go right back to it. I think they should shut the fuck up
Like Will Smith.
and do things from afar.
Like when Will Smith slapped, he didn't apologize the next day. No, they had to find ways to do it. That's why it took so long. Because like, we could do this. You know what? That's been done before. That doesn't even sound genuine right here. Ooh, you should do this. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, and sometimes it won't work. Because he said he did reach out to, he reached out to him and called him personally. He just wouldn't answer his phone.
Yeah, I wouldn't answer the phone because if I was Chris Rock in that situation,
Nigga, you trying to save your career. I don't want to hear it.
No, because Chris Rock is official.
No, I mean, if you smack the fuck out of me, and then later on that night you're trying to call me, you know, I'm not answering.
Right,
Nigga,
right,
you just trying to save
right.
your career. You ain't sorry for shit you did.
Right. That not only that, part two, nigga, he could have did a public apology, like he apologized to them Oscar motherfuckers. He didn't. He should have apologized to Chris did. I would have took your crying and your anxiety, all your bullshit that you dealing with in that world over there, because prior to that, a whole bunch of his bullshit was being brought to the forefront in his world, in Will Smith's new world before he smacked Chris Rock. So I would have took it differently as Chris Rock did than I would have if you called me tomorrow about it. Fuck calling me, nigga. If you slap me on national TV, apologize on national TV or whatever the fuck. But with Morant, that nigga, he went to social media like nobody. You know what I mean? I think niggas need to stay off the social media and do some shit. I don't really think necessarily it's always good to go back to the shit that fucked you over in the beginning.
But
because
nobody,
then people are gonna get their bits and pieces and chop it back up.
Nobody,
and you still gonna look like a motherfucking asshole.
Nobody our age, you know what I'm saying? Even Jalen Rose can really give somebody advice about nothing, because by the time you kind of in that situation, because we talking about social media. So in Jalen Rose's era, you know, there was no social media all over following him they wasn't following us. So you know how much shit that we did and the world didn't know about? You know how much shit that happened that got swept under the rug because you were a celebrity, and you don't find out till later on in the book, oh, you did it. If there was social media out there, you know what I'm saying?
It just wasn't popular yet.
We'd have been knowing what was going on with Sherman Hemsley, you know what I'm saying?
It was there,
Luther
it just wasn't
Vandross,
popular yet.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Luther Vandross, like, that didn't happen. We would have been knew that something was going on with Marvin Gaye. All we did was looked up and your dad shot you. Like, what? But if it was social media, we would have seen beforehand of it leading up to it. You know what I'm saying? But
some people do good about.
So we can't get no advice on what your shit it did, because you know social media is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we all do dumb shit. Just cameras on you everywhere the fuck you go.
Some people do good about hiding shit on social media, from social media, because you can choose privacy.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
He got burner accounts.
Yeah.
So if he don't put shit, he just be on there looking at shit, commenting on shit. He don't put no pictures or nothing up.
Right.
But he just be on
And
there.
even as an individual that's on social media and you're a star or any fucking body, it could be your actual account where people can contact you and all that. You choose to put on there what you have. You have a conscious thought, mind to put up what you want put up. So I think,
yeah, like if you're a police officer or a school teacher or something like that, yeah, you may not never put your kids up there, you know what I'm saying? But you know, my police academy and this right here, or you eating lunch or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But when you about to get married, you don't put them pictures up at that bachelorette or bachelor party. You know not to put that shit up.
what about the teachers?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So a teacher,
we got some shit to talk about.
you can have some teachers got fired for that right here. Like,
But we
look
got
at
some teacher shit.
22
to talk
years
about.
ago, we got a photo of you.
Mouth work, all that.
Wow.
Yeah, teachers is giving it, they're giving up the pussy nowadays. Giving it up. 14-year-old boy,
They been doing that.
Huh?
Yeah, teachers is giving it up, man. We gonna talk about that.
Remember that little 14-year-old dude got her pregnant. And she
Yeah.
went to jail, and he waited for her to get back. And
Daddy Burger!
Yeah. They had more kids. They've been smashing it.
The dude, I just seen some shit. It was like 4 teachers, nigga, is in trouble for giving it up. And the one bitch was coaching, the dyke bitch was coaching girls. Like coaching them and kissing them and shit.
Wow.
I'm like, that's what dyke bitch. I told them that's what dyke bitches do. They try to get the straight girls and be their friend. And be like, girl, girl, it ain't really nothing.
And then you said dyke bitches.
Allegedly. Ain't that part of the
No, that's not like
alphabet?
No,
What are
yeah, it's no.
Boy,
No, that's No,
Right.
it's L. You know what I'm saying?
Lesbians.
Lesbians.
So studs is lesbians. I mean, I know they
Every
lesbian.
letter in there stands for something, and they don't say dyke in there. It's
So what is it? What's the letter when the stud be acting like a dude? They would tell you like, I'm a nigga. They be trying to punk you and shit.
that would be. They call themselves studs. That would be the stud.
Is that in the alphabet?
No, that's just they go into just gay.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm a nigga. That's how they hit you with it. You be sorry like, well, I'm a nigga. It's
But
like-
John Morant.
But John Morant.
Yeah.
I just think the nigga. You can't.
If you don't leave it alone, it'll probably get. You know what I'm saying? He'll probably show more. Like if did nobody say nothing, then he would probably get. You know, did a little bit more. Then you probably would have got reckless and shit.
I would just go. Yeah, they had a problem with it. Like, okay, we're gonna give him a little bit of problem. Stop this. And he can just shut up and go on and play the game, do the best, and play good basketball, and that shit will go away. People will leave him alone. They'll bring it up a little bit as the weeks
Even
to
Charles
come.
Barkley,
At a time.
when he was in college, when he was a pro, you know what I'm saying? He about that age. Look, I'm not y'all's role model. Stop looking at what the fuck I do and then putting it up, you know what I'm saying, letting people see and say shame on Charles Barkley.
But
I'm not your kid's role model. That's your job.
Yeah.
But he wasn't holding no damn guns and shit, bro. So
Like I
feel
said
what
right
he's
there,
saying.
like I said right there, you know what I'm saying? This is the racist part right there. Like I said right there, if that was Larry Bird, we would say, oh, he's a gun collector. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at his new piece that he got that he's proud of. You know, we would look at it completely different. We only look at blacks with guns and we frown on it.
Hold them on another motherfucker. You have made it out of the slums, or you have made it to another level, and you need to be represent yourself in a positive way.
Yeah.
See, that's another
You know what I'm saying?
brainwash. We
Not motherfucking way. Not motherfucking holding up the guns. What are you doing that for? That ain't showing that I got a new gun
Gang.
in my collection and check it out.
Right.
You're not doing that.
Can I explain something to you right here?
That ain't it, bruh.
I don't know why y'all think money changes anything, but I'm gonna give you an example right here. I don't know where this stereotype came from. You from the suburbs and you shouldn't do none of that right there.
Go down.
Throughout our whole
It ain't
life,
really about
throughout
the
our
money.
whole life right here, you will find, you know what I'm saying, at one point in time you will find certain drugs in the poor neighborhood, right?
No doubt.
Poor black neighborhood. In the suburbs, you find all the fucking drugs
No doubt.
in there. So who's supplying it to them high school colored children? So that means you got drug dealers, you know what I'm saying, in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying?
understand
You
that.
got criminals that got a lot of money off of crime. And, you know, I'm not living in the hood. I'm gonna move my family to the suburbs.
I
So
understand
why
that.
do people think because you from the suburbs, you supposed to be weak and can't fight and you ain't supposed to have guns? Them suburbs motherfuckers been
Them
putting
is
their
the worst
pictures up
niggas.
of their guns.
I
And when we
understand.
look at it and see them, and we'll say, look at little Johnny going hunting.
Them are the
They're
worst
not going
niggas.
hunting. They're not going
The
hunting.
niggas from the suburbs is the worst niggas because they entitled.
I
And they
just
want to be like the niggas that are
Actually,
in,
they-
not knowing that they want to be like the niggas that are having less than.
If your personality is a hustler, you know, I don't care what, you middle class, rich, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that being a hustler, it's going to be inside of you. No matter where you put them, it's people's own personalities. You could be grown up, raised in the same house with 15 other kids.
But what
You
Jay
gonna be
Morant
completely
did, that
different.
ain't fucking hustler. That nigga is stupidity.
No, it
Yeah,
ain't that.
that's
That's
what
just
I'm
him being
saying.
him. You know what I'm saying? That's just like
That's not necessarily
That's
being
not
him because
necessarily
the way the generation, these
he
last
just got caught on
generation.
camera of that being him. He
I'm
just
saying
said-
that might be him, but like nigga, it's purping. Because if he grew up in the suburbs, then you really, even though all the drugs, it's a lot of drugs in the suburbs, and you know because they, you know, whatever, and motherfuckers, those niggas are out there doing it because they want to do it, not because they have to do it. And then when you take on that persona, there's some shit that come with it. I don't give a fuck who you are. A lot of rich niggas get in the game because they want, you know, they be wanting that shit. They're not doing it because they got responsibilities. They just be wanting to be a part of some shit. And when that happens, now you have another responsibility of being mindful of the shit that's around you.
yeah.
But at the same time, let's say you grew up in a middle class or a rich community right here, you know what I'm saying, and yet and still you're bullying people in the bathroom. You're in the 5th grade, just beating up on other kids, taking shit from them, pushing them down the stairs. You got bitches by the time that's your personality, and can't nobody look at you like, he from the suburbs. He shouldn't act like that because your parents have money. Your adventure level is way different than Billy's
But a
over
lot
there.
of them know.
Billy
a lot of
over there.
motherfuckers-
Watch this. Billy over there. Your parents is, you know what I'm saying? Like, your parents, like your parents are square, now you a square. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why you like that. As a, I don't care where you go, some wealthy motherfuckers is beating the shit out of, robbing, and whatever the fuck they doing and shit. It's the same shit, motherfuckers.
But then vice versa,
because that's your
because
personality.
but at the same time, it's vice versa also. Everywhere
Everybody
you go,
in the hood.
it's a motherfucker beating up the wealthy motherfucker or anybody that is to them in their social ladder less than them.
And why would you connect that to the hood? I know at least 100,000 motherfuckers that has never been on live with a gun. Have you ever been on live with a gun? Have you ever been on live with I've never been on live. So that's 3 people right there that have never been on live with. So that means just because you see him doing that represents the hood, that don't represent me.
Right now,
But
kids are looking at that, bro.
So
Like
why
that's
you think we're
impression-
Right
saying
now,
good?
kids are looking at that and they thinking that shit is cool.
It's
bro.
impressionable.
No, because he's doing it because he's one of those kids. That's what I'm saying. Kids is looking at that and he's one of those kids.
And ain't nobody said, look,
He
nigga,
ain't
now
grown
you
up yet.
here.
He-
Now you
he's
here,
grown.
nigga.
He's at the
grown.
prime of his
He's grown, bro.
He's at the prime of his like 20s or whatever, and I'm a millionaire and all that shit right there.
That don't mean go.
He's
that
what
don't
Bro,
do
because
that.
who's looking at
That
it?
don't mean front fake like you a tough nigga now that you getting money.
Yeah.
But I bet you if you went through his phone, you would see more shocking stuff. If you go through, like 8 years ago, that was you that did this 8 years
Right.
ago. You know what I'm saying? If you look, don't act like he was just, saying this. I'm a goody two shoe. I was a
I ain't saying be a goody two shoe or
You're
not.
irresponsible, bro. It's no reason for
Allen
him to do it.
Iverson never did no shit like that.
It's no reason for him to do it.
Will Chamberlain went around talking about he done fucked over 1 million women or some shit, like
That
100,000
don't-
women and
that's
shit.
just getting
If
pussy.
social media was out there, it's like, hold on, you didn't tell us that you date raped him though. You didn't tell us that part. If I ain't saying that happened, you know what I'm saying? But what if it did though? You know
But
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying that AI, okay, because when you speak of niggas that's been in, that was like, okay, AI was in the street in the neighborhood.
He bumped his head too.
But his shit wasn't. He wasn't because he's social
He didn't
media.
change nothing.
Okay, social media been around. It just wasn't popular yet. So the whole time the niggas before these dudes. They've been recording these niggas too. It's all kinds of shit from back in the day. But at the same time, as niggas come up, niggas had motherfuckers around him. He used to do shit, but I'm gonna do this shit anyway. But at the same time, he never did nothing that would make him look like he ain't never missed no games because the dumb shit he did.
I'm gonna give you an example. Hernandez, football player. You know what I'm saying? For the Patriots. He knew how to turn it on and turn it the fuck off.
That's-
you know what I'm
that-
saying?
boom.
Ain't no cameras on me or nothing. I'm in my neighborhood, in my house. I'm gonna turn that motherfucker on 100% me.
But you live out. You live
Allen
stupid as
Iverson
fuck.
did not know how to do that. You couldn't change it to somebody else when you walked into the facility. You had no clue how to do it. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
you said that's his personality, so he gonna be him regardless. Like nigga, when niggas got new money, nigga.
That's not that like even that being your personality. You know, you would like if you was a mob boss. You know what I'm saying?
I
in
am.
public eyes, you know what I'm saying. You wouldn't do half the shit you would do. You know what I'm saying? Behind closed doors, they didn't see
I
you
don't.
shoot them 12 motherfuckers on your way coming up. They didn't see you putting orders and hits on. They don't. The public eye would never get. And you the mayor. They're not gonna see that shit. Social media gotta catch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta sit up there.
But these niggas are
put it out
putting
there.
that same shit on social media.
Yeah, so the same kids that's watching this is the same kids that's still doing it.
So the same
Cause I
nigga,
look at him as a kid.
these niggas are putting that nigga put the same shit you said
Like, how old is
motherfucker wouldn't show on social media.
How old
And
is he?
he's a fucking millionaire, super duper millionaire basketball player. When if they decide to be like, if they say, you know what, that's against the contract, that's against all this, that we taking all that shit. Now you in debt. His responsibilities when he signed that contract becomes bigger than where he come from, the people he got with him, and all that.
We
These
made it
motherfuckers have
We made it bigger.
they are pushing a franchise, and you do not want nothing. McDonald's do not want
Guns and
rotten fries to come out and say they made them that could tarnish their franchise.
And
They
then-
want good golden fries every time. They want that nigga to keep producing the fucking double doubles that he produces. They want them rebounds. They want them fucking passes, and they want them fucking points.
But
that
I've
he
seen
can do.
athletes and they getting interviewed in their house and there's a rifle right here hung on the wall somewhere. And that's
But it ain't in their hand and they ain't
And
motherfucking
they
at
got-
the titty bar, the strip club, dangling it around like that
Exactly.
breeds
Because
fucked up
that-
shit. But then also he got responsibility to himself and to his family.
No, I
to motherfucking look.
we all
to
understand
motherfucking
that. But for us
be
to
responsible.
lowbrow him like, oh yeah, I would have never. We did a whole lot of shit that just wasn't on camera that we did. You know what I'm saying?
We had no millions of fucking
I would
dollars,
never-
That
bro.
wouldn't change nothing.
I got it never
Wouldn't
since.
change nothing.
Yeah, it would have changed it for me because I wouldn't have allowed myself to motherfucking pay money. I'm getting the money now, so
I'm
ain't no
getting the
reason for
money.
me to be
And
around
you'll
that
get
shit.
used to getting the money like it's supposed to be automatic.
Ain't no reason
and
for
you'll
you to
say
be
some
around
shit
that
like,
shit.
what Adidas gonna do? They gonna drop me? Adidas ain't gonna drop shit.
Nah, you don't do
start
that
to
with-
feel
Nah.
that. And that's
You gotta be
super romantic.
mindful of the money. You gotta be mindful of that shit. Somebody obviously, when the nigga that said that was thinking he was bigger than the process, bigger than the production.
Like, I'm gonna give you an example about
They're putting that shit in
lowbrow.
order. Now, if you get what you get from a motherfucker and you got it and it's yours, that's one thing. But if it still gotta go through
Another hand.
another hand, fuck that. You don't wanna fuck up getting your shit. Whatever you said you were supposed to get, you want it.
200 million? Why would you do that? I don't get it. I don't
You
give
can
a
get
fuck
the
if-
200 million
If that's
and
you
quit
or not,
basketball.
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
And I'm saying this right here, we all know that, but the lowbrow something on something that it ain't gonna stop happening. I remember Kodak Black when Nipsey Hussle passed away. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
different.
And he didn't know they was recording him and stuff right here. And he was like, shit, that means she's single now. She can get it. You know, and somebody recorded and put him out there. You know what I'm saying? That was already talked about before they even put up. I done heard 15 people say that in the barbershop.
No
you know what I'm
doubt.
saying? Ooh, she's still, oh my God.
Right, but
She-
for it to be who it came from, and he know the nigga met him personally. He live in Calabasas too.
No, it was a crowded little room and somebody's just recording, like you probably a fan or something, or there, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you somebody else's dude that brought you and shit.
So Paul,
And he didn't record it at all, but how we lowbrow people for things that, you know what I'm saying, maybe we could do. You know what I'm saying, if we was in that situation, like having money will matter.
I think
You don't
that's like if it was me and you, and I wouldn't condone you putting out something that I don't agree to like that. Like I wouldn't condone, that's me, but I'm saying with dude, he is just not no
Regular nigga shit, bro.
yeah, like I think they really need to, some motherfuckers, the people that got money got their people to speak and make shit fix or fix what they need to fix. They going forward with your personality or your image and shit like that. You cannot, if motherfuckers is making sure nigga don't fuck up the money. Because once you sign that paper, there's many people in jobs, place, it's, you know, so many motherfuckers that's a part of you having what you have. I don't care if you hire your cousin as security, you hire your mama as your manager, personal manager, and all those different things like that. You can't fuck that up for all these people.
If you want to fuck that up, you shouldn't even have came to the league. You shouldn't even have
Should've
took
looked.
that route. You should have.
You should have came in the league, child, little boy. You wasn't 30 years old
That's
when you
real
came
shit.
into the league. You didn't even
They
bump
been
your head
playing
enough.
the whole ride.
You've been the years that we're spending ourselves, or how we grew up and bumping your head, and bumping your head. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody threw some millions in your lap makes you a genius.
No,
No,
make
you're
you a
gonna bump
genius.
your head somewhere else. You're
Don't
gonna
make
bump
you a
your head
genius.
somewhere.
But just like you said, motherfucker telling a motherfucker along the way, like, look, nigga, that should be a regular, normal conversation now.
So having millions
Shit.
of dollars in your pocket gonna make you listen even if you
I'm just
had
gonna say,
thousands?
nigga, don't be on that. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, Paul.
ain't have it before.
If you go on the fucking YouTube or Instagram with the gun out, it's a possibility, especially with the shit that been going on, Black Lives Matter, fucking
And you're gonna put all that on the
political
kid.
bullshit.
You gonna put, see, as an adult,
Yes.
we can do that and we can talk
Yes.
that and we can preach that.
Because you're supposed to have an adult management or somebody around you for that.
They're not gonna follow you everywhere you go.
They had the fucking basketball team give publicists.
Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, publicist is somebody that speaks for you or give you ideas or give you, you know what I'm saying, guys, this is what you
So
should
say
do.
Paul,
Hey,
you don't be on fucking social media.
But you know what I mean?
Because he didn't have no gun that day before.
like when you watch Kevin Hart, he got one too. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, that's a fucked up ass idea. Why would you think that right there? That don't even make sense. You can go the opposite. That's just a suggestion. You want
Was that your
publicist?
Kevin Hart?
That's a suggestion that you're making. Maybe you could be wrong. Maybe my idea outweighs yours right there.
Do Kevin Hart again.
I don't know. I don't do impressions. But was it Kevin Martin?
It was pretty good.
I was out of rhythm. When I come into it again.
That's why you left out of it. You was in it. You might not got it,
I
but you was
probably
in
like,
it.
I don't sound like him.
You ain't got to sound because the key to comedic impressions is you don't necessarily gotta be him or really sound like him. You gotta remind people of him. So if you can get a motherfucker and they can go along with you saying and you saying the same words or something like that is his type shit, and you be like, yep, no, you know what I'm saying? It might not necessarily be him, but you know they get it like, man, he sounds just like Kevin Hart.
Yeah, but I can just empathize, you know what I'm saying? Just because you don't put a bunch of money in somebody's hand doesn't make them just, you know what I'm saying, going straight through to whatever. A lot of people doing so much shit, we don't even know about it
But
yet.
usually the companies that give you that much money.
Yeah, he knew this, but he still got
They
to
give you
come
people
about
to
being
keep you
him.
from fucking up. When you get a manager, because he has an agent, the agent does that too. The agent will be like, what the fuck are you doing? No, because I will say a nigga that got a gun and saying, and he on social media, that ain't his first time. And they done seen him with the guns, and he hadn't posted nothing yet. So,
But that being a conversation way up here, you know what I'm saying, but Vladimir Putin, you know, got a warrant for his arrest. It's like way down here though. You know what I'm saying? Like you would just like when Roethlisberger was going through that little thing about, you know what I'm saying, the raping of people right here, that wasn't through the roof. That was somewhere way down here, and we was too busy worried about, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, who killed Michael Jackson? You know what I'm saying, or something like that. No, that was a real.
that was my Michael.
That was a
Who
real
killed
big
Michael
one.
Jackson
That
is
was a
my
real-
priority.
I gotta do a lesser one. You know what I'm saying? But we so worried about, you know what I'm saying, Bobby and Whitney or whatever, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? They got a new TV show. You've completely not even talking about this dude raping people. So that's what I'm saying. It's more important. Like y'all pushed it up here.
Michael Jackson shit is behind whoever behind that conspiracy.
He
is
OD. People just
my
want to
agenda to this day.
They just want to point a finger on him because we seen not Michael. He was addicted to that shit and you overdid it.
I believe it.
He overdid it, or the doctor that.
Or they said, I know he's overdid. He's
overdid it.
I know he's addicted to this shit. So give him a little bit more, and we'll give you $2 million.
It basically, that's what he is. We did. That's exactly what he did. Because the doctors go like, I'm with you, I'm fucking with you, but hold on, we can't up your dose like that. No, because that'll be a backlash. Well, I can't fuck with you. He'll find
About the people he killed.
He'll find somebody else, and then as soon as you tell him no about
Conrad
too
Murray
much,
is his
he'll go
doctor.
to another one. And that's the one that said, because his office was like in an alley, some motherfucking wearing a hood.
Conrad Murray was his doctor. That he been administering the shit to him, and he'd be there to bring him out of it and wake him up. But what I'm telling you,
that was at the end. I'm talking about his building. He was already addicted to it when he
been
became
addicted.
that.
Conrad been
No, that wasn't from day one. From not day one. Other doctors
Bottom line
turned him
before
down.
this,
That's why he had to go
Michael Jackson's conspiracy is first on my agenda.
He went to a bottom of the bag doctor that didn't really have big credentials. That he, you know, your office is in a fucking alley. This
Michael
little,
Jackson.
Yeah.
You heard what I said about Michael Jackson? That's first on my agenda. To find out who killed Michael Jackson.
You know who killed him.
Michael Jackson killed Michael Jackson.
Conrad
Can you
Murray.
up my doses, please?
I got a taste for some greens. I want something different. I mean,
some chicken from Mall Famous Kitchen when ain't no ingredients, Liz and
Liz,
I want the brisket. I like my cornbread this. Pick up the phone, come get it. They got the biggest sandwiches. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup.
Our Famous Kitchen, holler at us. We got you. Next week, Taco Bar. 614-556-2174. Life should be relaxing, but it's not. Sometimes we have to create our own enjoyment with many different creme velour flavors, such as blackberry plum, strawberry rose, peach, pomegranate mango. And don't forget lemon haze and very beautiful. Relax and kick your feet up and enjoy the taste. Creme velour, draped imperial grapes.
Grape Imperial Grape?
Creme velour, draped imperial grapes. Creme velour, my lord. Draped imperial grapes and creme velour every Friday and Saturday. 901 F Robinwood. Wine tasting. The wine tasting is free. The wine times are not. So get you a couple bottles, come through, kick it, get a couple bottles, hang out, and you know, creme velour, my lord. 901 F Robin Wood. We poppin'.
We're gonna work on that English accent.
I'm on it, on it, I'm on it, on it, I'm on the street.
Boy beats.
I'm on it, on it.
Man, I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped.
On the strip.
Slow down to the table.